Alright guys, so we're back today. We're looking at another card game. This one's going to be Cranium Zigity across the board there. So we have 4 different characters here. I'll describe their names later, but we have an alien guy, a star lady, a cat thing, and a worm thing. So just a quick look at the box here. It is made out of tin, and a little bit of designs here on the side. Let me see if I can zoom into them. So we got a yellow thingamajiggy, a green thingamajiggy, a blue thingamajiggy, a red thingamajiggy, a yellow, and a green thingamajiggy. So here is the tin, and the back of it just says Cranium, and visit cranium.com for more information, I am assuming. Made in China. So if we actually take a look at the box inside, it's got the instructions that are upside down. So we'll take a quick look at that. It is literally just a fold-out thing. With instructions on it. Get ready to play, object of the game, on your turn, how to win, some kind of advertising thingamajigs down here, trying to get you to buy more other stuff, some instructions on how to play the actual game. Each character has their own steps, I'll describe that later, and there is a few bonus cards, things like that, and how to play action cards. So I'll be doing a rundown of all that later. Okay, and then we actually take a look at the cards here. It looks like a nice deck here. I'm not too sure how many cards are in it. I don't think the instruction includes it. So we have our character faces here, our free spots, and a few other things. Let me split them out, and then I'll show you guys each one individually. So looking at the contents of the box, like I mentioned before, it's got the instructions. It is just a fold out like I said earlier. The box itself, each different face card, and the deck up there. So looking at the cards here, we have this kind of placeholder card. It has just a bunch of ads on it. Nothing really of interest. You could probably use it as a free card, kind of like that one there. But for now, we'll just exclude it. We have a Dodj Card, which is one of the action cards, as they call them. This one says Dodj a Card. I'll be showing you guys later in the gameplay how to actually use these cards. So there is a Dodj one there. Draw 2 and draw 3 have the same purpose, obviously just to draw cards. Draw 2 cards or draw 3 cards. These free cards are kind of like a wild card. Once again, you'll be seeing these in the gameplay go in action. Each one of these cards has the same back to it. So we have a Zigity with 4 circles, the Cranium logo right in the middle. Then we got that. And each one of these face cards or character cards has an individual rule that has to apply to it. So first, for starters here, we have Creative Cat, which says complete the puzzle, and the puzzle it applies to is this one in the corner here. So there's 3 sets to this puzzle, like I'll show you with these characters here. If you put them together, it actually fills up one puzzle. So as you've noticed now, these cards are actually see-through, and this is the reason for it. So you can have things like that, and when you put them together, it creates one puzzle. So that's how the Creative Cat works. When you look at this Star Performer, this one is actually a music-based one. So if you look at the rule, it says match the instrument. This one has a trumpet, so you would have to play it with other trumpets. For instance, the worm also has a trumpet on it, so you would be able to play these together. We also have Data Head, and his rule is to add up to 11. So he would play with this red one here. Each card, other than these action cards, has a number on them. So 3, 2, 2, and 1. His rule is you would have to add up cards until you have 11, and then you can actually place them down. Once again, we'll be seeing that later. And we have Word Worm, and his are these yellow circle ones. And for his action, or for his rule, you have to be able to create a word with your card. So for instance, here I can use the word in, and I would be able to place that inside. So we're going to take a look at some other aspects here. So just looking at the quality of the things included, like I mentioned before, this is a tin box, so this is a really nice thing. Even if you don't want to have the cards inside of here, you can place other things. It is designed for the cards, obviously. The instruction booklet is just the paper, shiny kind of paper, but it is just paper. You can easily tear it. The cards themselves are of plastic, thin plastic. That work great for kids, also for adults. You know, they're meant to be durable. Like I mentioned, they are see-through, so that's kind of cool. Only the card, or at least the empty space around the cards, is see-through. Everything else, when you have it put together as your deck, like this for instance, or your hand, you aren't able to see any of the cards that you have hidden. So it is a very well made card deck. I would believe smaller kids would be able to play it. It is a 2 and up, or 2 or more player game. The most I've played with was 4, and the great went well. I believe that the max might be about 7. Usually these card games are 7 when it gives you enough of a deck to continue playing. So to get the game started, first you have to shuffle all the cards together. Each player is going to be handed out 7 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for your opponent. And you get the top card and you're going to place it on a side. So it's just going to be your side one. Sorry about the glare there. And you set the deck on the side. So now you have your 7 cards while their opponent has their 7 cards. And then that's how you get the game started. Because this is a 2-player game and I obviously only have myself, I'm going to be introducing my sister. Alright, come on Marley. I got a new game for you. Take a seat right here.
Zigity? What's that?
Well, let me show you. Okay, so playing this game is easy. According to the instructions, youngest player goes first. So you're going to start. Because we have data head here, all you have to do is add up to 11 according to the number on the red spot. So do you have cards adding up to 11?
Oh, yes I do.
Okay, then go ahead.
Alright, so 2 plus 2, 4, plus 6, 10, plus 1, 11.
Okay, good. Okay, so because you finished off on the worm, then I have to make a word starting with the letter O. So I'm going to place O, well this O that's there already, O-R-C. We're looking at the yellow ones, O-R-C. I don't have an A, so I'm going to be using this free card to count as an A, and then an S. So I ended on a star, so that means you're going to have to place something with the green symbol here, and in this case it's a piano. So it's your turn.
Okay. I have this creative cat, and he has the little piano on the side.
And that's all you have? Because with the pianos and the green ones, you can put as many as you have. Do you only have one?
Yeah.
Okay, so then in my turn, with the creative cat, you have to finish the little puzzle that's down there. So this is the middle section. I have to do the 2 outer ones, which I do have, and it creates it like this. So when you put it together, it makes the whole circle. So it's your turn. So you have the word worm again. Do you have anything to start with the letter N?
Anything with the letters, so I'm just going to put draw 2.
Okay, you don't have anything. So then I have to draw 2 because of the draw 2 card. So I'm going to be drawing 2 cards. 1, 2. And I can... Well, you have to get one from here and then just place it on there. So I have to make 11. And since I don't have anything to make 11 there, I can't make 11 with what I have. I have to draw 1 card. So it's your turn.
Since I don't have that either, I'm going to do bounce.
And a bounce reverses the play. So because it's only 2 players, me and you, it's your turn again. If it was more players, it would reverse the whole play.
I'll put dodge.
Okay, so that dodge is a draw. So she would have had to draw a card, but because she doesn't have any more to draw, she can actually use this one. That's it. And you finished all of your cards?
Yeah.
Excellent. So that means the first game you won.
Yay!
I'll play again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, go, your turn.
Alright. Draw 2.
Oh, you won already?
Yeah.
Again? Alright, I'm telling you, it's just beginner's luck. Let's play again, though.
Is it my turn?
Okay. Yeah, go, your turn. You got the creative cat.
There's one side.
Really?
And there's the
Again?
other side.
Look at all the ones I have. Okay, my turn. I'll use the dodge. So because I use the dodge, you have to use. You have to put a card there.
R, and it's the worm. Okay. R-A-P. That's a wrap!
Are you kidding?
You already lost 15 times!
Oh no!
want all the cards, you take all of them. All of them, all of them. I'm out of here. I hate this game. Okay, so this game is easy to play. According to the instructions, youngest player goes first. You're gonna go first. Because this is data head.
What do I do?
Okay, so because you ended. Oh my. Okay. Okay, so because you ended on an O, and it's a word worm, so I have to continue mine. It's gonna be O.